is Too Late with Chris Devon. Episode 12. Yes, mate. It is wonderful to be back on this show this week. And it sounds like I've been gone for a month or whatever. I haven't, funnily enough. It's been a week. But, my God, that week was tough. That week was stressful. It is time for me to have just a little drinky here, a little drinky. And welcome you, my sweet, sweet, attractive friend, to Too Late with Chris Devon, late night conversations, that don't go anywhere. You know, for example, you can share your most intimate details here if you want to do that. Like, you could say to me, Chris, I once did it with someone on a mirror, 4 out of 10, wouldn't recommend. If you want to say that, you can. I am Chris Devon. I'm a voice actor, a YouTuber, podcaster type person, you know, starting to sort of put all this business together. It's been a really good week on YouTube, actually. Thank you to everyone who's joined us and subscribed over there. It's been really nice. Tiana said hello over on TikTok when I posted a couple of stupid podcast clips over on there. You see the little clips there, you know what I mean? They're really doing very well, and Tiana says, I'm going to come over to YouTube and subscribe. I want to get the whole podcast experience. Give me more of this. A little 30-second clip is not enough. I need the whole thing. I've had a bite. Now I need the whole Sunday din. You know what I mean? So she's in like Sunday din. And look, shall we? I know, right? Let's just get straight to the point. You know what I mean? It's a new mono, isn't it? Yeah, man, I got myself a new kimono. I was saying I need a white one. I need a white kimono. I found it, didn't I? Found it, bought it, and that was it. That's all she wrote. And man, men, get a kimono. All right? Do you want to feel like butter? Do you want to feel like a strawberry dipped in melted, get a mono. Get a silk kimono. It should be mandatory. They should be free on the NHS. And yeah, I'm starting a movement right now. Get one. Get two. No, it is really good to be joining you. I'm really starting to feel like things are taking shape. You know what I'm saying? You can watch along with the podcast if the sight of me, 35-year-old man alone in his garage drinking at night in a silk kimono is like sexy to you. It's like, I get that in my face. You can watch the podcast. You can watch the video, youtube.com/Chris Devon. You can watch the video on Spotify or listen to the audio on Spotify if my face repulses you, or download the podcast wherever podcasts are. You know where to go now, right? Podcasts are like a thing, you know? They've been a thing for ages. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, however you've joined, you know, and I don't pay too much attention at the moment to listening figures and where people are listening from, because I kind of get all my comments on the YouTube and TikTok and look, however you whatever's easier for you, I don't really mind. But if you want to leave a comment, and I encourage you to do so, because really we're just building this podcast around whatever the hell you want to talk about, leave a comment on the YouTube video, and I guarantee I will respond, and we will talk about whatever you want to talk about here on the show. All right? So, not to go from what has been quite a light-hearted and friendly introduction and interaction with our lovely new listeners and subscribers and followers, I do have to say that a very large portion of you are wrong about everything. Don't worry, I'm here to sort it all out, all right? I posted last week a little clip there from the podcast about cherry Coke being elite level Coke, which it is, and I think we could all agree with that, which is really nice. But where things really started to go wrong was when I said, look, Vimto and Iron Brew, they're just superior drinks to Coke, to any Coke. They're better than Pepsi Max or Pepsi of any kind or Coca-Cola of any kind or whatever fancy hipster Coke you nerds drink now, right? They're just better. By way of welcoming our lovely new friends to the podcast, I thought I'd just, try and smooth this over by taking your comments on board and seeing if we can come to a bit of a ranking system that we can all agree on, all right? As a caveat, it is my podcast. I'm right. Okay? So Cool says, Cool's a regular on TikTok. Hello, Cool. Vimto is nice. Like, Vimto is nice, and I can see you want to keep the peace there, but, let's take it a little bit further. Vimto is the best. It just is, all right? Cyborg says, absolutely, Iron Brew for the win. Again, keeping things positive. I love it. Iron Brew for the win. Correct. I completely understand. And then Pink Crabstick said, Iron Brew and Dr. Pepper are elite. A new player has entered the game. All right, Dr. Pep. Okay, look, it was an oversight on my part, all right? I forgot to mention, I neglected to mention Dr. Pep, and I'm sorry, okay? But you see this is going to become a regular thing, all right? Kai just says yes. Kai agrees. Now, Kai agrees with everything I say because Kai's intelligent. It's Morbin Time said that Colombian Coke is the... All right, YouTube is where things really kicked off, all right? I just think you're wrong, okay? Cherry Pepsi Max, elite level Coke. Vimto and Iron Brew just happen to be better than Coke. And I'm sorry. Look, I got quite a bit of controversial responses for this and quite a lot of, conflict and hate my way, all right? You can't hate a guy in a silk kimono. You can't do it. You just can't do it, right? Ice Cream says, Cherry Pepsi is elite, but not elite level Coke. Ice Cream, what are you playing at, mate? Cherry Pepsi Max isn't elite level Coke. Ooh, you ever had it? You ever had it, mate? VIP Walls said this is based on a true story. So a beautiful way of saying, yes, Chris, you're right. I'm a fan. Mikhail said truth, 'cause it is. Ice Cream then came back and said, I agree. So I think Ice Cream had a change of heart and was like, do you know what? I've thought about this. Chris is right. It's elite level Coke. Of course it is. Cherry Pep. Cherry Pep is the best Coke. It is. Leo says, Cherry Coke is just crap. Leo, brother, are you all right? Cherry Pepsi Max is crap. Are you a Cherry Coke guy? Are you an anti-cherry guy? What's the situation? Are you allergic to cherries? Do cherries, break you out in, little Leo spots? What's the situation? What's the hate against Cherry Pep? I can't be doing with that. I've got a place for that. But where do you, Leo, put Vimto and Iron Brew? Unresolved. We'll come back to you. Grant says, I agree to disagree. Very respectful, very diplomatic, very polite. I've got a lot of time for discourse like that. But Grant, you're wrong. Unsubscribe. Felix, absolutely unashamedly wrong. That's not what I think of Felix. That's what Felix thinks of me. But he's wrong. Moving on. Mickey says, absolutely wrong. Now, you're starting to see a pattern here, okay? I did not go down very well on YouTube this week. This isn't even including the other video where people just said, please delete your channel. This has been a difficult week for me, okay? So hence treating myself to a new mono, right? And then Princey says, just no. Again, yes is the word you were looking for. So try that again. And Gamer Squad says, but Dr. Pepper. So look, Dr. Pepper keeps on coming up. It's obviously a very famous drink on the internet. I didn't know this, but look, it deserves its place in the ranking system. So let's just recap. Let's just recap, okay? Most people don't agree that Cherry Coke is the best Coke in the world, and that I just can't believe, man. Still putting Vimto at the top. I'm putting Iron Brew just below Vimto, and I've had to think very hard about that. And then Cherry Coke below that. I am going to put, and then we're going to put this issue to bed. I really want to wind you up. I'm putting Dr. Pepper, number 4. Vimto, Iron Brew, Cherry Pepsi Max. Cherry Pep is there, number 3. Have it. Number 4 is Dr. Pepper. Don't be coming at me with no Dr. Pepper comments. But Dr. Pepper, but Dr. Pepper, but Dr. Pepper, but Dr. Pepper. I'll sprinkle your pepper on number 4. Yeah? Salt Bay that bad boy. Right into number 4 slot. That's where it is. There's your fizzy drinks. This is Commercial Radio 2010. Imagine you're on the dating scene and you're filling in a profile, like a Tinder profile or something. And your profile says, my ideal partner is a cross between a young Michael Jackson and a middle-aged Paul McCartney. That's what the song The Girl Is Mine is all about. What else happened this week? My car stopped working. So that's another 600 quid I'll never see again. Oh yeah, £600 to replace a part I have never heard of and I've already forgotten the name of. £600. Please subscribe to the channel. God damn it. Anyway, I'm at the dealership, yeah? The Nissan dealership. I need to use the facilities. And they're like, help yourself to a coffee. I'm like, £600. Help yourself to a coffee. I'm helping myself to more than a coffee, pal. So I went to the toilet. That'll show them. At the Nissan dealership, near to where I live, there is a little air freshener hanging from the toilet handle with the details of breakdown recovery written on it. That's customer service, isn't it? Look, I said I wanted to involve you more in this podcast, and we've already had an argument about fizzy drinks, so hopefully things will improve from there. We've had a few more regular followers over from TikTok recently, so, I wanted to say hello to some of them. We've already said hello to Tiana on this show, but I want to say a big hello and a huge welcome and a huge thank you to our latest friend here on Too Late with Chris Devon, Sweaty Dwarf Bondage. Hi. We've talked about this before, the names on TikTok compared to the names on YouTube. And I can see a bunch of comments from people here now. We've got an argument going on YouTube with Gamer Squad. Gamer Squad is beating the drum about Dr. Pepper. Meanwhile, we've got Sweaty Dwarf Bondage over on TikTok, who replies to every single video I post with, okie dokie. It's just a lovely way of letting me know that good old Sweaty is still there and still enjoying the content. So hey, whatever it is, however it is you want to interact, it's very much appreciated, if a little disturbing. And the Jeffrey Epstein profile picture isn't helping, to be honest, Sweaty. I'd get that changed, pal. You know what I mean? Another stressful week next week. The podcasts might be a little bit shorter than usual for the next couple of weeks, but, normal service will resume and, just keep sending me stupid stuff and we'll talk about it. But sleeping is the first thing to go when you're stressed, right? You're lying in bed at night. You've had a crazy busy day. You've been burning the candle at four ends, which isn't possible, but you've done it. You've run the gauntlet. You're knackered beyond knackered. You turn the light off. You lie down and think, finally, the day is done. And suddenly your mind, and then your head is filled with billions of stupid thoughts that you never thought needed to be thought, but now is the time to suddenly start thinking the thoughts, and 1 minute you're finally at peace and content and relaxed and you're ready to go to sleep, and then the next minute you're thinking, hold on a minute, if a pineapple falls on my head from high enough, I will die. Or what if the flat earth people were right? Or wait. Where's Chris Akabusi and is he okay? Or, what is the tread depth on my tyres? Or, what if I accidentally eat my own teeth? Or, why does everybody like football except me? Or, what if I never do a backflip? Or, commercial airplanes weigh up to 220.1 tons. How are they flying? And you just want to sleep, but you can't. It's horrible, that, isn't it? So it's a slightly shorter podcast this week, I grant you. But we have got hundreds of videos over on YouTube waiting to be watched. We've got even more stuff on the TikTok and Instagram and everywhere else. So, go hang out with each other, argue with each other, and check out the Peter Pan video I posted the other day. That was a good laugh. If you want to see more stuff like that, please let me know. Lots of comedy sketches as well, and hopefully some more on the way. But March is shaping up to be pretty insane. So yeah, some shorter videos on the horizon. But, still loads planned. And if you want me to talk about something, argue with you about something, or if you want to get Sweaty Dwarf Bondage involved, we'll give them a call. Thank you very much for watching or listening and subscribing. Really appreciate it. Please share the podcast with someone. Share it with a friend. Send them one of our stupid little clips or something and just, just get their thoughts on it or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Because, like I say, most of the comments this week have been things like, please stop doing this. delete your channel, things like that. Oh, and Dr. Pepper is better than Coke, which is quite frankly hilarious. Some of you need to go to hospital. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next week. Go brush your teeth. Bye-bye. Cheers.